Go ahead and share my screen. It's out of the way. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thursday night's Detox Diva product information call. Tonight we have our first ever men of HBN on the Detox Divas. We are so excited, you guys. We have some great testimonies, and I'm so excited and privileged to have these guys on tonight. So we're just going to dive in so I can get them going and telling what they're going to talk about tonight. Also give a hand to Michelle and Tina for helping me co-host tonight as well, and the other people helping. If you are new to HBN, you have not heard our story. These are our co-founders, Ben and Paula Scarcella. And how HBN started is that Ben was suffering from a rare condition called vasculitis. And that is a condition where you can have swelling in your blood vessels, and it can literally happen anywhere, your kidneys, your heart, your brain. It can be life-threatening. And so they were in and out of hospitals. They were having flare-ups. He was on and off steroids, different drugs and things like this. And Paula called her dear friend, Alexandria Brighton, who just so happens to be of the Brighton Institute. And she happens to be an internationally recognized formulator. So what we have here is Mind, Body, Soul. That's our healing trilogy. And that is what she had actually put together for Ben. And he was able to take that like twice a day and control his inflammation. And I believe he's been able to stay off pharmaceuticals. He's got an amazing story. And we are honored here to be the only ones that actually offer the original Alexandria Brighton healing trilogy. So this is just a little bit more on her. She's an amazing formulator, a master herbalist. She's been in the Ayurvedic medical field for over 30 years, and she is internationally recognized for her formulations. And she's really, really known for her standards of quality. And that is what we love here, is that we know that when she puts something together, it's not only going to work, but it's going to be clean, and it's going to be something your body recognizes and knows what to do with. So these are some of our manufacturing partners, and this slide is just to show you some of the certifications that they hold so that you can feel good about what you're getting and what you're recommending to those that you care about. We start with pure raw ingredients. We have a research and development team, and everything we have goes through third-party testing. So ingredients are very, very important to the founders, and that is one of the reasons I'm here, is because of the quality of the products. With that said, we don't consult with the FDA. We're not a drug company. So anything that you hear about on the call, it's not a medical claim, and nothing's designed to diagnose, treat, prevent, or cure any disease. Guys, we're juicing it up. We're slimming down with the Detox Divas right now. If you're late to the game, it's better late than never. So go ahead and ask who invited you to this call. We can add you to one of our groups. We're going to be making our juices and just slimming down all the way to the first day of the summer, which is June 22nd. This is our Try Me product that we're going to get for free in June. It's absolutely amazing. I love the flexible. It's part of the whole body system, and I was able to get rid of my shoulder pain with that. And there's so many great testimonies with our whole body system, but flexible is formulated to support and communicate with your muscular system. So, this is what you're going to get for free, simply for being a new customer here that orders 100 CV with us. And then just as a thank you, if you're on auto ship, if you're an affiliate or an existing customer and you order 100 CV, you're going to also get this product for free this month. Our company is so generous. Love it. So excited. All right, men. Do you suffer from any of these things you see on this slide? Poor nutrition, digestive issues, bad circulation, hormone issues? I'll let you read those, but we have some stuff for you tonight. We have our men of HBN on, and they are going to talk about how they use the products here at HBN and how they've helped them with various things. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in with our first person here. This is our beloved leader, Marcus Jones. And he is also a beloved husband and dad. He is a servant leader. He leads from the front. He has a successful six-figure career, but he has managed to make over $500,000 here with Heart Body Naturals, helping people get healthy and just improve their finances. He's also able to do this part-time. He has been able to make that money part-time. Now, his full-time job is a claims management professional, and he's also a certified personal trainer. So excited to hear him talk about balance for him tonight. And I'm not sure if he's going to talk about anything else. So any of my co-hosts, if you see Marcus before me, can you please there he is. Hey, hey. Oh, wait, he's unmuted.
Oh,
There you go. Sorry, muted you.
yes, I'm here. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can.
Hey, thank you for having me as a guest tonight. I know there's several other men who are going to share, so I'm not certain what they're going to talk about. We didn't really coordinate it, but I'm glad to be here. Always happy to share, especially when we have an opportunity for men to learn about these products, because a lot of men are reluctant to use the oils and the lotions and stuff like that. They just think they don't need it. And growing up, I was someone who would look at older men. I thought 50 years old was old, or I thought 55 years old was old. I'm 54 years old now. And so back when I was a kid and teenager and early 20s, when I would see guys my age now, they all seem to have big stomachs, and big guts and beer bellies. I didn't want to be that guy. And so I didn't want to be that middle-aged man with the big stomach. So I use a lot of our products. You featured mine by Body and Soul at the beginning. That's my daily go-to product, as is fulvic acid. But as far as what I want to focus on tonight, I told Landy, I use balance for him because they say as men mature, right, as we age like wine, right, that our hormones can become out of whack and become out of whack and become lower, like your testosterone and there's hormones, right? You can have, I heard men have hot flashes, and I don't know if that's true or not, but I never had them. But I'd rather be proactive with my health. And so I use Balance for Him. I don't know if you can see my bottle if I'm on the screen, but Balance for Him is one of my daily use products. I use it every single day. After my workouts, after I bathe and cleanse, I take just one pump and I put it into the palm of my hand. I rub it into my lower ab, right? My lower stomach area is great, right? I have energy. I noticed my workouts are really good. Even I lift weights, I feel stronger. So this is one of my daily use products that help to keep my hormones at a place they're supposed to be. So I'm not falling prey to a lot of men that have to go on hormone replacement therapy just to keep their testosterone up. A couple other products I just want to touch on. Prostate, right? From prostate is a great oil. So I use this after I step out of the shower, couple drops in my hand, and I rub it over the prostate area. That helps to keep the muscles and relax in that area. Just helps to support your prostate. So men, right? If you guys are wives or daughters or children of men who are over 40, got to be proactive with that prostate. So this is a great oil. And then the newest oil I use in conjunction with these two is Sun, right? Sun is the oil that helps to lift you up. So it helps that male energy, right? I'm a man. I'm an active male, and so I'm not slowing down. This stuff right here is effective. I use this with Balance Him. I put a couple drops into the palm of my hand, mix it with Balance, rub it into my stomach once a day. This is amazing. So these are the three products I recommend for men. And they work great for me. Not making any medical claims, but I think every man should have this. And so that's my story today. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Marcus. And you look amazing and healthy for your age, obviously. So it's obviously working. And I've had some good testimonies on the prostate and how it really does help with the inflammation. And that is an issue, especially for over 50, I know, for men. So let me move on to the next speaker, our one and only Chuck Holmes, my co-host. If you can find him while I'm introducing him, that would help me out a lot. And just go ahead and unmute him. Chuck is a 500K Ruby director here. He is a published author, and he has multiple six-figure businesses, including a network marketing blog. He's written approximately 20 books. Nobody would know this. Chuck is so humble. He's like the most humble dude. He's a two-time combat veteran and a Bronze Star recipient. He's a former Army major. He's also traveled to 20 plus countries, which is really cool. And he's happily married to Rachel for over 15 years. And he's published over 3,000 articles online. He is a beast when it comes to online marketing, you guys. To me, he's totally one of the best at online marketing. And tonight, he's going to be sharing his favorite products. So did somebody find Chuck? I'll start looking for
I'm
him.
here.
All
Can you
right.
hear me, boss lady?
I can. Yay. There you
Well,
go.
this might be men's night, but I want to give a shout out to all the ladies because the ladies are really the one that rock it in the business. But you all you ladies keep all of us fellas motivated. So thank you for that. So I decided to pick 3 products really quickly. I'm going to spend about a minute on each product. And the first one I want to share is the fresh tooth powder. Hopefully you can see that. The reason I like this product, first of all, I had never used a powder type of tooth polish or toothpaste before, but I've always had sensitive gums. My gums have always bled. They still do even. I've suffered with gingivitis forever, no matter what I tried to do. But this is the first toothpaste / tooth powder I've ever used that really has helped me with my gum pain. It has reduced the bleeding. It's not stopped yet, but it's getting a lot better. And I just love the way it makes my breath smell. And my wife said it makes my breath good too. So that's a good thing. The second product, and hopefully you can still see these. The second one is the slimmer oil. Now I started with the slimmer powder, but I kind of evolved into the slimmer oil just because I don't have to mix it as much. It's easier, it's portable. And what I do is I take about 3 drops of Purity, about 3 drops of slimmer oil, and then a squirt or 2 of one of the stir water flavorings. And I try to drink 2 to 3 of these a day while I'm sitting here at my computer. And what that does, it helps me detox. It tastes very good. It's cost effective. It's easy to make. And I know a lot of guys, if you're working out at the gym and you're trying to stay hydrated and get your water intake and you want to also drink something healthy, that is a much better option. I've actually quit soda, which is like was my biggest struggle forever. It's been about 5 days. I know it doesn't sound like much, but I was drinking up to a 2 liter a day. And I have replaced it with this, and I already feel 100 times better. But I've been drinking this for about 2 years, but I highly recommend that. And the third product, hopefully Will's on this call too, because the third product, when Will and I joined HB Naturals over 4 years ago, we both talked and we said, man, if Paula could just come out with a coffee product, we could really crush it in this business. And when we joined HBN, there was no coffee. And we rubbed elbows and we talked with Paula, and thank goodness she was open-minded and willing to listen to our input. And she came out with the Nova coffee. And let me tell you, we have a lot of coffee snobs. I'm one of them. I would never be shot dead or seen dead in public drinking an instant coffee unless it is the Nova coffee. And what I love about Nova, I suffer with acid reflux a lot. If I drink any other brand of coffee, you might as well take me to the hospital because I feel like I'm having a heart attack. My chest feels like someone's stepping on my chest. When I'm sleeping at night, I'll have acid reflux, a lot of pain. With Nova, I don't experience any of that. It gives me great mental clarity. It's filled with nootropics and adaptogens. If you don't know what those are, just Google those, but it's really good for your cognitive health. So those are the 3 products. And I believe of the 3 of them, if HBN only had one product, I would pick the Nova coffee as our one product because millions of people drink coffee. And this is the best coffee I've found in the marketplace. So thank you, Landy. Thank you, Tina. And thank you, Michelle, for putting on this call.
Woohoo! Thank you so much, Chuck. Amazing. I love that you're being able to get off that soda because that soda will kill you. It will kill you. It's so bad. So I love the slimmer oil as well. Thank you so much for sharing with us. It means a lot to us tonight. We appreciate you. All right. And Will Zanders better be on the call because he's up next, guys. He is our beloved 900K Diamond Ambassador. Will is a charismatic leader who really has left his mark in the realms of network marketing, health and wellness, as well as wealth creation. He has a $1 million track record in network marketing, and he has mastered the art of turning opportunities into financial success. Now, Will is also, interestingly, a retired lawyer, a retired detective. So he brings a lot of the legal experience and all of that, which complements his entrepreneurial skills. In addition, this is something that a lot of people may not know, but he is a 2-time silver medalist in jiu-jitsu, and he's also a decorated judo champion, as well as, he just really puts a lot into his physical prowess, his healthy lifestyle. And tonight he's going to be sharing with us about Primal. So,
All right.
there he is.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I want to thank you for that kind introduction. The check is in the mail, all the way to Argyle. Thank you for letting me pay you to say those nice things. And I just want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, the Chuck and Marcus so far have me so excited all over again about the products. And Landy, I gotta blame you and Michelle for literally turning me into a medical freedom type guy. I really had no idea about the medical freedom movement prior to working with you ladies at HBN. And I took the liberty today of doing a little bit of research so that people will understand why these products are so powerful. And I'll just share a little bit about my favorites. But thank you to Michelle and Landy for sure. And as well as Tina and Jessica and Megan and everyone else who have just continued to educate men in particular on the medical freedom movement. Chelsea, Heidi as well, and a lot of other ladies that I see on this call. We just did not understand, Veronica too. We just didn't understand. I apologize for leaving anybody out. As men, we don't always have the same connection to our children and to children as the moms. It's just what it is. There's no rhyme or reason, but dads can be a little bit difficult. We didn't carry him for 9 months. And it takes ladies with a voice, ladies of strength, ladies of power, ladies who really have a heart for people to not be afraid to educate everyone, especially stubborn men, on waking up and understanding the medical freedom movement. No one has to do that alone. So thank you, ladies, so much for putting this call together. And thank you, Chuck and Marcus. Without you gentlemen, literally none of us would be here. So thank you so much for that. And just doing a little bit of research today, essential oils, and I'm gonna just break it down for guys. This is a phenomenal field. You wanna get into these essential oils, gentlemen, because they work in a way, the best way I could explain it is from my law enforcement career. I understood the power of cannabis sativa because that essential oil from the cannabis plant affects the brain, and everyone knows it. That oil activates a part of the brain that governs creativity, relaxation, and hunger. So you can get hungry based on an essential oil. You can become more relaxed based on essential oil. You can become more creative based on essential oil. And here's what I found out doing some research in some peer-reviewed journals is that cannabis sativa, CBD oil is not even close to the most powerful oil. In fact, according to the proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, which is an organization that dates back to 1914, the publications at least, Abraham Lincoln started it in 1863 as the official science record of the United States before it got hijacked. That's a whole nother story. But the point is we have about 2 million discovered plant species. And the National Academy of Sciences said we have anywhere from 3 million to 50 million undiscovered plant species. Why do I say this? It's because I believe the most powerful products at HBN aren't even here yet. I believe they aren't even here yet. The ones we have are so powerful, but the ones coming down the pipe that are really being discovered, they will be here. And I think the Bible verse from Ezekiel 47:12 in the Old Testament, and as well as Revelations chapter 22, verse 2, both of those verses, and I quote, talk about the leaves of the plants and the leaves of the trees being from for the healing of the nation. So I think you're going to come into a time right now with HBN and a time with the world and a time because of leaders and outspoken medical freedom movement patriots like Landy and so many others on this call. I think you're going to come into a time where big pharma, like Landy said earlier, if you're healthy, they can't sell you anything, right? So we're going to come into a time when people are taking Akua as well, where they're taking their actual health. We're taking our health back. We're taking control of our health. And I'll get fired up about it. Let me wrap up with this because we got some really important things over here. I'm gonna just very quickly talk about the black seed oil for the fellas. It does everything, but one of the things it does, it activates something called the NRF2 pathway. Gentlemen, feel free to look it up. The NRF2 pathway turns on the clock of anti-aging inside your body. It quite literally ages you backwards, but it works better with a companion product that I know you guys know about, which is fulvic acid, because fulvic has a high amount of what we call bioavailable carbon. Your body, you are a carbon-based human being. Human beings are carbon-based, and that carbon and the other things in the fulvic acid are quite literally the raw materials that a lot of our human body is made of. So when black seed oil, I found this out today doing research, it blew me away. When black seed oil and fulvic get together, they turn on the anti-aging clock inside your body, and they start to rebuild your body with the proper raw materials that your body needs to be to grow and be successful. So I could talk about some more essential oils. I got some notes, but I don't want to take up too much time. I'm gonna turn it back over to Landy. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all are in the right place, and thank you for having us on tonight.
Wow, thank you so much, Will. Can you share those verses again from the Bible? We had a couple of people in the
Yeah,
chat.
for sure. Yeah, Ezekiel chapter 47, verse 12 in the Old Testament, and then in the New Testament, which is in Revelations, we have chapter 22, verse 2. And those are both going to be about the plant-based healing and leaves, and basically the essential oils from the plants. And you noticed that, just a quick cool point about the essential oil sun. Essential oil sun has 8 essential oils in it, and 4 of those oils, spikenard, frankincense, cedarwood, and sandalwood, are all mentioned in the Bible. So rather than telling everybody what I found out about them, I recommend everybody do your own research, but you'll see so many Bible oils in our HBN products, and that's not on accident. Alexandria did that on purpose based on her research and her vision for these products to impact lives. So yeah, those are the 2 verses there.
Love that. Thank you so much for offering so much value tonight, Will. We appreciate you so much. I
You are welcome.
think Myrrh may be mentioned in there as well. So, all right. Next up, we have our one and only Seymour. He is a great father to 2 sons. He is a grandfather to 3 grandsons, and he has 1 granddaughter. Can you imagine how spoiled that little girl is with all those boys, and then you get a little girl? Seymour is an entrepreneur. He's a CEO of TGB Building Healthy Bodies. He's also a 42K platinum executive earner here with Heart and Body Naturals, and he's been with the company 44 months. He became a product of the product from the first time he tried them. And he has received great results. Some of you guys that have seen his testimonies, he got off of boxes full of pills. It's just amazing. His story is amazing. He's also been able to build a nice team on social media, and educates and mentors his team, and demonstrates strong leadership and positive motivation for his team. He's just amazing. And without further ado, he's gonna, I think, talk about body, but you know, these guys are surprising me with all their product knowledge. I mean, who's not impressed? Like, give these guys some love in the chat. It's amazing. Seymour, are you unmuted?
Yes, ma'am. Can you
All
hear
right.
me?
I can. You got the floor.
First off, thank you for allowing me to be one of the speakers on this call. We have some awesome guys that gave some awesome testimonies. I got involved with HBN in October of 2019. And I told my story many times before. I got involved with it to prove that these products wasn't going to work. I have a lot of injuries from when I was in the military. I had issues sleeping at night. I used to average about 2 hours a day for about 30 years. Like she said, I was on 38 different meds, walking on a walking cane. And I was introduced to this business saying that we had products that will work, that could help me, that could help with everything that I have. So first, before I get started, I want to say, I'm not making any medical claims. This is what happened with me from using these products. This is my testimony. One of the main, I have several favorite ones, but one of my favorite one is this right. One of my favorite products is this right here, the black seed oil. And the other one is body. Okay. So start off with black seed oil. Like Landy said, I was on 38 different meds. I had 3 heart attacks in the past, 3 dates that I will never forget. December 12th of 2012, November 1st of 2014, and May 6th of 2016. Those are 3 days, 3 different dates that I had 3 different heart attacks. I never heard about blacks. I heard about it, I never knew what it was. And so this was one of the first products I bought, included with a VP pack, the black seed oil, pain cream, and sleep cream. I started taking the black seed oil, If anybody know what this little brown bottle is, it's nitroglycerin. I was averaging about 4 to 5 of these pills per month because of my angina. Okay. When I had my my heart attack, my blood pressure was at 210/180. I was basically going into a stroke. They had to give me 5 baby aspirin and they sprayed some nitro under my tongue. I started taking my black seed oil twice a day, daily. Like Landy said, because of that, again, I'm not making any medical claims. These are the medications I were on, including these two. So there's 38, actually 39, including the nitroglycerin. I have not taken not one of these since since May of 2020. I got off, I just went cold turkey. I don't recommend nobody to do this, but I went cold turkey. And I said, I'm not taking this anymore because all it was doing was causing issues, okay? And you notice I put it in my love box because it says right there, do plants, not pills. This gonna remind me never to go back to these things. Long story short, I got off of those 38 medication. I got off of my walking cane. I got off of, I lowered my blood pressure. I went in to get my blood pressure at the VA, and the doctor took my blood pressure 3 times. I got nervous. I got scared. I was like, is there an issue? She turned around. She smiled at me. She gave me a high five. She said, whatever you're doing, I had to take this 3 times because I thought the machine was broke. My blood pressure was averaging. I didn't suffer from high blood pressure, but because of my angina, my blood pressure was always high and stress. So my blood pressure was averaging 198 as high as 101. That day, and I'm continuously since then, my blood pressure been at 107/72. She said, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, keep doing it. So I pulled up my phone and I opened up her back office. I went to the library and I pulled up this and I pulled up the black seed oil. I showed her the body first. She started reading the ingredients and she saw where it had the beetroot powder in there, the turmeric, the acai berry. And as soon as she saw that beet powder, she said, this is what got your blood pressure down. Whatever you do, do not stop taking this. I said, I drink it twice a day. Then when I mentioned that I was taking the black seed oil on, so her eyes opened up. My doctor is an Asian doctor. So her eyes opened up. She got excited. She said, you taking black seed oil? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, that's the best thing out there. It helps everything. And I ended up her sentence and I said, except that. She smiled, looked at me. She started smiling. I said, yes, ma'am. I've been doing my research. So I told her I started taking the body twice a day, drinking this twice a day, and taking my black seed oil twice a day. And she had printed out some papers with some plant-based foods that she wanted to get me on. So I explained to her that all her products are plant-based, organic, non-GMO, no dairy, no soy, no cruelty to the animals. And she took that set of papers she had, she tore it up. She said, you don't need this. You're already doing what you need to do. Your blood pressure is down. Your cholesterol is down. All your numbers are great. I did not have to have my surgery on my knee because of the body, mind, and soul. Remove that inflammation to where I was able to get off my walking cane. I no longer limp. I still bone to bone. Every now and then I'll mess my knee up, twist it or whatever, and it will cause pain. But all I do is I go drink my stuff, and that. Also, body, I'm telling you right now, if you would get off of it, body can do just what that blue pill is doing. It's not better because you don't have that side effect that it will give you. You don't have to do what you see on the commercial. I'm not gonna get dirty, but you don't. If it's 4 hours, you have to go see a doctor. You don't have to worry about that with this. Okay, it's going to take care of your body. It helps with your cardiovascular. If you notice, it has a heart on there. Okay, it takes care of your cardiovascular. It makes sure that the blood gets to where it needs to get when you need it there for whenever you need that to get there. So guys, I'm just trying to stay clean because I don't know who's listening, but take these products, use these products, and watch the results. When I tell people my age, they don't believe me. I have to sometimes show my ID. I'm 62 years old. I feel the healthiest I've ever felt. I feel like I felt when I first joined the military at 20. Okay, my energy is up there. And when I start talking about HBN, like I said, I swallow these words three and a half years ago, when I said these products won't work, I'm still helping people get better. Guys, take these products, be a product of the product, know what you're taking so you can be able to help other people out there. With that said, back to you, Landy.
Awesome, Seymour. Thank you so much. Love it when you share your story. And it's just incredible that you were able to get off 39 medications. Just amazing. And yes, you know, the men on our call all look young for their age. And, you know, it's amazing. These products really do work, you guys. And we love all of our HBN guys. You know, we just picked some of the top guys here that are top earners and, you know, that we know are using the products and everything. But just know, if you're a guy with HBN, we love you. So that brings us to our next one, who is Dan Stokely. And Dan is a 3K executive here, you guys. He's married with 2 girls that are 20 and 18. Look at him. He don't look old enough to have kids that old either. He's been with HBN a short 14 months, guys, and he has been able to make worldwide contacts and customers. He is a postal worker by career, but HBN is his passion. And I got to tell you something about Dan. He has a TikTok, and he's had not one, but I know 2 videos that have gotten over 14 million and 16 million views that have just blown up. And he loves our Fulvic, and he's going to talk about Fulvic tonight. Dan?
Hey, can you hear me, Landy?
I can. You got it.
All right. Fantastic. Thanks so much for having me on the call. This is awesome. I was sitting there, I got my script all laid out, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to say this and go in order. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to. I'm listening to all these guys talk and share their testimonies and all their wisdom. And I'm like, wow, this is just amazing. And for me to follow that up is hard to do, but it's going to be easy because they're giants in the industry, and they're leaders, and they're down to earth, and it's been great. I'm going to talk about fulvic acid. I got back in July of 21. That's when I first got introduced to fulvic acid, and I didn't really know too much about it. I've been taking vitamins for years and just popping them and not really noticing any effect, and thought, well, they're doing my body some good. So I got a hold of fulvic back in July of 2021. And within like literally hours to a day or so, I noticed a huge difference. I noticed a huge change in my body. So I'm like, okay, well, I didn't know what to expect. I had no knowledge about the product when I started taking it. So I didn't have those preconceived, or I guess I didn't have the false feeling of what was going to happen. So I had no idea. So my energy went through the roof. My joint pain, it like disappeared. I started bouncing around like I was bouncing around when I was younger. I'll be 50 in August, just a couple months away. So when I first found this, I was 48, and I just felt like I was kind of breaking down a little bit quicker than I wanted to. So anyway, I started taking the fulvic, and it literally felt like I went back about 10 years to back when I was about 40 years old. So I'm like, okay, there's definitely something here. So with that being said, the fulvic acid is one of the best electrolytes known to man. It's totally natural. It's antimicrobial, it's antibacterial, antifungal. It provides nutrients to fruits and vegetables that can remineralize water, and it's 70 plus trace minerals and 70 plus electrolytes. So with that being said, when I talk to people out and about, and we find out that they drink those Monster energy drinks or the Red Bulls or whatever, I say, hey, you want a real energy drink? And they're like, what are you talking about? So I talked to them a little bit about the fulvic acid, and it kind of takes them by surprise because they're not really used to that. They're used to the Red Bulls and Monsters and all that stuff. But when I show them what this product will do, then they get interested, then they want to jump on board. So for me, that is my top pick, I would think, but there's also several other. And then recently we just come out with a gut check, and that thing is coming up real quick in the first place because it's got fulvic with it, plus the green tea, and it's just a powerhouse. But every product that we have in the company is solid, it's clean, you can trust it, and that's what I like about the company. The guys talked about all kinds of different products tonight, covered a wide range of products, and every one of them has a real solid foundation to it. So, with this one, it's the true energy drink, is what I'm talking about. But anyway, I just want to thank you once again for allowing me to be on the call, and I appreciate it, and go back to you.
Thank you so much, Dan. Knocked it out of the park. Amazing. And you got to let us in on how that TikTok is getting all those. I mean, that's incredible. But Fulvic is a great energy drink. That is such a great idea. If we can get people to replace their Gatorade and stuff like that with Fulvic, that'd be amazing. Guys, I saved Troy. Last but not least, this is our last speaker. I think you guys are really going to enjoy his segment. He is a 5K gold here. He is 53 years young. He's a life extension expert. He was born in Los Angeles, California. He was all into athletics, all kinds of sports, healthy living and stuff like that was encouraged when he was growing up, which is great. Because a lot of times our parents back in the 80s and stuff, they weren't thinking about that. But he excelled in track and field, resistance training, and dance. When he was 18, Troy started practicing the 80-20 raw food diet, and he still is doing that today. He's a vegetarian, might be a full-blown vegan. I'll let him tell you. He started out pursuing a medical career and was in nursing, but he quickly realized that was not doing people a lot of good. It was not basing everything on prevention. So he became a certified wellness coach in 2010, a rebounding instructor, and he considers himself a practical authority in the wellness space, and I couldn't agree more. He shares his knowledge as an influencer, a health guru on social media, and he likes to teach plant-based medicine, wellness, anti-aging, fitness, juice fasting. I think he's gone on like a 40-day juice fast, and he used our powders, so I'm sure he'll talk about that. And he loves talking about the importance of superfoods for quality longevity. And without further ado, here is Mr. Troy Monroe.
All right, all right. Can you guys hear me?
We can. You got it.
Am I visual?
we can see you. Let me know when you want me to switch slides, okay?
Okay, that's fine right there. I just want to, first of all, just thank everybody for inviting me on. I want to thank the Detox Divas for this platform. Is beautiful. So many things I'm still learning and downloading into my brain. I mean, I've been in this space for over 30 years, but I'm ever learning. They say the best teacher is ever a learner. And so I want to thank you guys for just, bringing more to the table in the wellness space. And I want to thank all the guys that have spoken here. Thank you, Marcus, for introducing me to HBN, because it's actually been the link to a long lost a puzzle in my research that HBN helped me to actually connect recently with the fulvic acid. But after last year, just to let you guys know a little bit, I have been in the wellness space for over 30 years. I've started practicing veganism, or what we called it back in the 80s was vegetarianism. We didn't know anything about vegans back then. We called it vegetarian. But I started that way back in 85. That's when I first started to dabble into, switching my lifestyle around and choosing to eat more healthier. Of course, back then we didn't know anything about superfoods. I think the only wellness company was Herbalife, because my dad was a part of Herbalife for a while, and I was actually taking some of those pills. So that was my first experience with a company. But my dad was the one who actually put me on to vegetarianism and eating correctly. And so I really took it to heart when I was in high school. And then by the time I became 18 years old, I fully switched from eating meat to becoming a full-on vegetarian, or what we call today a vegan. And I've been that way ever since. And so my lifestyle and my education has just grown and grown and grown. And now HBN is like this culmination of everything, just like condensed, super compacted in one. And I say that because we're not just dealing with, a particular nutrient here and there. These are functional foods, guys. And I want to give you a tip for you guys when we're talking about not making medical claims, okay? please understand that nothing that you eat, nothing that you put on your body, nothing that you inhale heals you. None of that stuff heals you. What heals you is your body. Your body is a self-healing organism. Just like I take these glasses and I put them on, right? I'm taking the glasses are there, it's a tool. I take it, I put it on. The body's the same way, okay? It is an innate intelligence inside of us, okay, that's operating 24/7, 24 hours a day, okay? And our only job as the human agent is to give it the food, fuel, tools. And once you give it the food, fuel, tools, that's it. That's all you got to do. It will then take it and it will make itself better, or it will break down and make itself worse if it doesn't get those tools. So that's why HBN is so powerful, because when I put together this ultimate superfood system for men based upon HBN, I did it based upon last year's 48 juice fast. Now, the 48 juice fast is my go-to for the last 10 years. I've been doing this for 10 years. And it was the first time last year that I literally just did HBN products. I think I juiced maybe twice, took my juicer twice. But last year, after I got the fulvic and I had the other nutrients that were working with me over the last couple of years, I was convinced that this can actually keep me on a 40 juice fast. And I'm telling you, from start to finish, it was body, it was fulvic, it was black seed, it was soul, and it was vitality. That was it. That was all I was focusing on. And throughout the whole 40-day juice fast, oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. You guys, it looks like we lost Troy. His phone was ringing. And so we'll see. We'll wait a second and see if he pops back on. Just want to, again, thank all these guys. You guys, you're getting so much love in the chat. So if you haven't looked in the chat, look in there, because you guys, people are loving this. They're eating it up. I believe, hopefully this is him coming back in. If it is, it'd be really fast, which would be great. We're doing pretty good on time. We're running a little over, but we'll see if we can get Troy back on here. If anybody has him on Facebook, see what he says, ask him what's going on, if we're going to be able to get him back. If not, you know, we can go ahead and wrap it up, but I want to give him a chance to come back on. Thank you guys so much for getting on. Yes, this has been an amazing call. I'm just blown away by these guys. Thank you all so much for coming on. All right, we're going to give Troy a little bit of time. Let me see what he's up to. I wonder if his phone went dead. Let's see here. Shoot. Well, I believe what he was going to talk about is, I'll just do this, and if he pops on, great. But I know for a fact that Troy is a big believer in the fulvic. I know Dan talked about that with the energy and the extra energy that it's given him. And, you know, being vegan and, you know, always hearing that you need that protein as far as meat goes, because that is a good source of protein. But he is able to build this physique and these muscles and everything with a vegan diet. So it's really quite impressive how young he looks, how in shape he is. And I know he uses these other products here. These are kind of his ultimate superfood system for men that I know he was going to talk about. The fulvic acid, which you heard about tonight. We also heard about body. Dan talked about body, or not Dan.
Landy, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
On
Okay.
iPhone, yeah.
Yay. Okay. Unmute him. Troy? Let me see. Oh, let me find him.
There are 4 iPhones in the meeting. I don't know which one is him.
He's a blue one. There's 2. He's a blue one, I think.
Okay, Troy, go ahead and unmute. I think I made it where he could unmute.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. So sorry about that. All right. As I was saying, I think I left off talking about the juice fasting and so forth. and how the products basically were keeping me just as if I were, juicing what I normally juice. And so what I wanted to say was that when we're eating food, what we're doing is we're just using fiber is like the medium or the vector that carries the real nutrients. Our bodies act like juicers, okay? And so when we're breaking down the food, all we're doing is absorbing the juice from the fiber into our bloodstream, and that's what feeds us at the cellular level. That's what the body uses as tools to build and keep us. And so the products that I've been focusing on for the last year have been the fulvic, the body, the black seed, the prostrate, the soul, the vitality, and then now the new product that we have is sun. Okay. And the miracle is now Seymour. I wanted to touch on Seymour's testimony real quick, because Seymour is an example, guys, of what nutrients can do to bring a person back, right? The body was hungry and thirsting for something that it could use to bring Seymour back. When Seymour introduced his body to HBN, well, it just took those food fuel tools. Notice what I said, food fuel tools, write that down, food fuel tools. It took those nutrients and it began to repair and rebuild him, okay? So for me, I've been blessed to live a healthy lifestyle, but what the nutrients have done for me is it's enhanced my lifestyle, or it's just elevated it. Okay, I'm 53 years old. I have the what they call the HGH output of like a 15 to 20-year-old. Okay, and I thought there was nothing else that could get any better. It couldn't get any better than this, right? And then I started taking HBN products. I went from doing 40 pull-ups to doing 50 plus on HBN products. And then the fulvic came. I went from doing pull-ups to doing muscle-ups over the bar at 52, 53 years old, like just being born again. I mean, re-enhanced, okay? And so the synergistic properties of what we have here is literally taking us back to Genesis 1:29, but it's like a hack. Instead of eating the food, we don't have to eat it anymore. We can just get it just like it is in a powder form, introduce it into our bodies, and it will actually feed us better than what we're doing when we're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, trying to get those same nutrients out of these physical foods. We're actually getting it like firsthand in these products and in a synergistic form. And that's what's so powerful about it. Now for men, okay, because this is about us, okay? Like Will Sanders said, and some others have talked about, we have a real hard time with wrapping ourselves around taking care of ourselves with nutrients. We want to do the exercise, we want to go do the running, we want to do all the physical things, but that is not what makes you developmentally functional. It's the nutrients first, and then the fitness, because what fuels your fitness is what? It's nutrients. And that's what I discovered. Every time I set aside, even some of the analog vegan entrees that I've been consuming, I've actually backed away more and more from that, and I've focused on HBN. So I wanna leave you guys with this gem tonight, and that is this: if you're looking for an example or looking for validation that these nutrients work, okay, just go back to my page and look at what I've been doing. Look at that 4-day juice fast. In fact, on my YouTube channel, Coach Troy Monroe, I actually chronicle every one of those days talking about the products and what I was doing. And I got stronger and stronger. I went from doing 3 muscle ups during that juice fast to doing over 10 of them over the bar by the time the fast was over, just on these products, these functional food fuel tool products. Okay, I really want you to get that in your brain. Food fuel tools, because that's all food is. We have been, well, how can I say, it's like we've been educated and socialized away from understanding just what we're made of. And that's the reason why a lot of us doubt a lot of times what these products can do for us, because we just don't know how our bodies work. But once we understand what we're living inside and what's living inside of us, it changes how we look at everything. That the Detox Divas latest on the microbiome. Oh my gosh. That's the heart of it. That's like the heart now, you know. It's like another organ that we have never really understood. And now we're getting into more understanding that. And now and as Will said, more products are coming, or more food products are coming. Functional foods are coming because, guys, listen, there are over 300,000 that I have looked into, over 300,000 food varieties out there that our bodies can consume and use as tools to rebuild and regenerate our systems. And we're only using a fraction of that. HBN is important because we're getting like the body, and you got like over 15 different superfoods in that one formula, synergistically working in your body, hitting your DNA, your body using all that to build you up. Yeah, you're going to be a different person. Okay. So for us guys, we really, really have to take this serious. One of the things I wanted to say is I work on the premise of a detox diet, but I also work on the premise of an elimination diet. So when you're bringing in real nutrients into your body, start working on the premise of also eliminating those things that are causing you to have breakdown. And you can also Google that. Also wanted to say, yes, we're at the right place at the right time with the right product, with the right opportunity. Again, your body is the healer. And again, guys, if you guys want to know what's more about, you know, what I'm doing, how I've set this system up, again, I've used my 40-day juice fast as a barometer to help me to kind of see what was actually working and what actually enhanced my body during that time last year when I went from like 3 or 4 muscle ups. And this is on a juice fast, right? People thinking like, there's no way you can be, you know, doing fitness and also, you know, eating these, you know, micronutrients and getting energy. That's where it all came from, guys. So we have the right products and we have the right food. We have the right tools. We just have to trust the science. That's basically what it is. We have to trust the science.
Thank you so much, Troy. That was incredible. And, you know, you are a poster child for our products. So thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And take these slides and look them over. I know we don't have a lot of time. I just wanted to really make it short and concise for you guys. But yeah, take a look at that, especially guys, because, you know, we are the ones that are suffering more than women when it comes to wellness and personal wellness. We're still not taking it as serious as we should. And I'm telling you right now, this is these where we're at is almost prophetic. You know, it's like when it says in Matthew chapter 10 that in the last days, the hidden things will be revealed. This is one of those things. This is one of those gems of truth in the healing and the wellness space that are being revealed. Nutrients that we've never understood before, coming. This is nothing new. It's always been here, but now we're just being reintroduced to it. And it's being brought to us, you know, through HBN. And it's really the diamond in the rough platform that we have. And we're just getting started, guys. Just getting started. So.
Woohoo! You guys knocked it out of the park. Absolutely amazing, incredible call. And Troy is so right on that. You know, I did a juice fast one time. I think by day 12, I was so out of energy. But adding back in these powerful superfoods that are so concentrated, because we just can't eat or juice enough to get what we need. But we want to be respectful of your time. So we are going to go ahead and wrap up this call. Thank you so much for joining. Be sure and tune in next week. Tina Rose Human will be hosting, and we'll be sure and get that information out to you next week. I don't remember what the call is going to be about. But again, guys, thank you so much. Show these guys some love in the chat. We appreciate you. Go ahead and unmute. And let's just all say bye. I think I have it where you can unmute yourself.
What an amazing call. Thank you so much, guys.
Great call.
Thank you,
Bye,
guys.
y'all.
Have a good evening.
Have a blessed day.
Everybody, that was awesome.
Great
Bye,
call.
everybody.
Awesome call.
Amazing call.
Great idea, Lindy.